day, Philippines! Hello, Region 1! Aloha, San Carlinian learners! Airing live from the mango bamboo capital of the Philippines, San Carlos City. You're tuning in to CCN Broadcast Center, a virtual home of every SDO-SEC learner, where passion is the key. Learning paves the way. With our division mantra, developing creativity, maximizing versatility. This is your CCN Broadcast Center. CCN Broadcast Center, a virtual home of every SDO-SEC learner.
Good day, grade 6 learners. It's nice to see you again. Are you excited for our session for today, wherein a lot of activities and learnings should be shared? I am Teacher Alpha of Bagtao Integrated School, and today I'm gonna take you to the wonderful world of science, wherein a lot of activities and lessons that you and I will surely enjoy. Our topic for today is all about distinguishing characteristics of vertebrates. Quarter 2, Module 4 to 5, based on our most essential learning competency. For our learning objectives, we have number 1, determine the distinguishing characteristics of vertebrates. Number 2, identify the economic importance of vertebrates. Are you now ready? So before we start, may I request everyone to please get a paper, a pen or pencil for us to take the short prepared pretest. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. For our directions, listen to your teacher carefully. Write only the letter of the correct answer for each question. Number 1. Which of the following animals is an example of a mammal? A. Dove. B. Goat. C. Lizard. D. Snake. Next, number 2. Which of the following has the ability to swim in water? A. Cat. B. Fish. C. Rabbit. Or D. Lion. Let's proceed to number 3. These are cold-blooded animals that spend part of their lives in water and part on land. A. Amphibians. B. Fish. C. Mammals. D. Reptiles. Number 4. These are warm-blooded animals wherein their body temperature does not change even when the temperature of the environment changes. A. Amphibian. B. Birds. C. Fish. D. Mammals. And for our number 5, this group of animals have 2 pairs of limbs and has feathers. A. Amphibian. B. Birds. C. Fish. D. Reptiles. Number 6. Which among the following statements is true about the economic importance of vertebrates? A. Mammals provide an imbalanced harmony in nature. B. Man uses animals for food only. C. Mammals are important for the ecotourism industry. And letter D. Mammals are the main enemy of all vertebrates. Let's proceed to number 7. In order to conserve wildlife, what should we do to strictly implement wildlife regulations? A. Allow and support illegal acts on wildlife activities. B. Hunt wild animals to protect people. C. Destroy the habitat of all animals. And letter D. All of these. Next, number 8. Which group of animals has mammary glands to feed their young? A. Fish and seahorse. B. Dog and cat. C. Carabao and snake. Or D. Jellyfish and turtle. Number 9. A hamster, dog, and a cat can be classified as blank. A. Amphibians. B. Fish. C. Mammals. Or D. Reptiles. And for the last one, number 10. To prevent oneself from animals, which of the following should we do? A. Play with all kinds of animals. B. Take precautionary measures when handling pets. C. Overwork the animals in the field. Or D. Kill all animals that are harmful to us. So there you have it, children, our pre-test. And later on, as we go on with our discussion, we will know the answer and we were going to check your own answers. This time we are going to play a game and it is entitled Sci-Analogy, wherein you are going to supply the missing word for each pairs of words. It depends upon the locomotion of the animals, their habitats, their body coverings. Okay, number 1. Dog is to hares, duck is to blank. What could be the answer? Correct. The answer are feathers. Okay, it's the body covering of the animals. Number 2. Toad is to blank, fish is to scales. What could be the answer? Let's check. Correct. That is moist skin. Third one. Turtle is to blank, birds is to feathers. The answer is hard shell. Did you get it right? Good job. Next one. Dolphin is to swim, cat is to blank. What could be the answer? Let's check. Very good. Walk or run. It's the movement of the animals, right? Very good. And the last one. Snake is to blank, kangaroo is to hop. What could be the movement of the snake? Okay, let's check if your answers are correct. Okay, the answer is crawl. Okay, so that is our game for today. And tomorrow and next week, we will also have a lot of games for you. Okay, so before we formally go on with our lesson, let us first watch and listen to this Vertebrate song.
Sing the Vertebrates song.
We are the vertebrates, big and some of us are tall. Some of us have feathers and fly through the air. And some of us live on the land and have a lot of hair. We are the vertebrates, fat and thin. Some of us have scales and some have moist skin. Some of us use lungs to breathe and some of us use gills. Some of us live in the sea and some live in the hills.
There you have it, children. Very good. Now, do you have the idea regarding our topic for today? Okay, let's now start.
Sing.
Our topic is all about distinguishing characteristics of vertebrates. Vertebrates are animals with backbone. These animals belong to one of the phyla of the animal kingdom called phylum Chordata. Phylum Chordata consists of animals with a dorsal spinal cord running along the entire length of their body. These are some of the classifications of vertebrates. We have first the mammals, next the birds, we have fish, amphibians, and reptiles. So, there are 5 classifications of vertebrates. Okay, let's know them one by one. Number 1 is the mammals. They are the warm-blooded animals, or called endotherms. Their bodies are partly or covered with hair or fur. They breathe through their lungs and have muscles called the diaphragm that helps them to breathe. There are 2 kinds of mammals. We have the monotremes. These are the egg-laying mammals. They are the most primitive and reptile-like of the mammals. And then we have also the group of marsupials. These are the pouch mammals such as kangaroo, opossum, and koala. So there are 2 kinds of mammals, the monotremes and the marsupials. Next one are the reptiles. Okay, reptiles, these are the animals that are cold-blooded vertebrates or ectotherms. They cannot generate their body temperature internally. They are terrestrial animals and have dry, scaly skin. Some have scales and others have shells. They primarily breathe through their lungs for respiration, except for turtles. That classification are called reptiles. The third one are the amphibians. The amphibians are the cold-blooded animals that spend their lives in water and part on land. Amphibians have smooth, moist, and scaled skins. They lay eggs in water. Their eggs have no shells. Instead, their eggs have a jelly-like material around them. Next one are the birds. The birds are the warm-blooded animals, or also called the endotherms. They can generate their body heat internally by their own metabolism. They are the only animals with feathers. They have strong and lightweight bones that are adaptive for flying. And of course, the last one, we have the classification fish. Okay, these animals are cold-blooded animals. They have vertebral column, jaws, paired fins, scales, gills, and single loop of blood circulation. Their fins enable them to swim. They use their gills for breathing processes. Okay, this time, let us have first our first activity to classify vertebrates. Okay, what are we going to do? First, we have to observe and write down the characteristics of each animal and then classify them in 5 groups. Okay, I'll be giving you 20 seconds to do it. Okay? For the animals, we have the first one, dove, second, hamster, third, turtle, fourth, frog, and 5, fish. Okay, grade 6 learners, I guess you're done. Okay, so just hold on with your answers and later on, we will check them. Okay, for us to answer, number 1, what are the 5 classifications of animals? Very good. We have the first one, we have the mammals, amphibians, birds, reptiles, and fish. Very good. Good job, kids. Number 2, how do vertebrate animals differ? Of course, the distinguishing characteristics is that they have backbones. Very good, children. Okay, next, we will use now a graphic organizer, wherein you are going to think at least 5 vertebrate animals. But as of this time, just 1 vertebrate animals found in your locality, at your home, okay, and complete the needed information. Okay, I'm going to give you again 20 seconds to do it. Ready? Start now. Okay, children, time's up. Okay. Okay, I have here an example. Okay, for example, milkfish, that is the name of the animal. Their habitat is in water. Their breathing organ, their gills, their body covering scales, and their locomotion is swimming. Okay, your answer should be look like that. Okay, so just compile that, and next week we will be check. as you pass your activity sheets. Okay, who among you wants to play a game word puzzle? Okay, so I have a prepared one for you, and you're going to search 5 words in this word puzzle and tell something about it. Okay, our activity is entitled Save and Search. Okay, again, for 20 seconds, time starts now. Do you have it, children? Okay, very good. Okay, I have here. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, I'll search for words such as, okay, I have here amphibians. Check your words. Reptiles. Fish. Bird. Water. Okay. Now, let us going to identify the economic importance of vertebrates, the beneficial effects of vertebrates to us as humans and to our environment. Number 1, we can say that many mammals are sources of food and other products, such as cows, goats, sheep, pigs that have been domesticated to provide products such as meat, milk, and fiber, and other products. They are vital or important economic resource for humans. The next one is that some vertebral mammals are kept as service animals by people or kept as pets. Do you have pets at home? Me, I have one. I have my dog, such as camels, the carabaos, and horses serves as service animals, while ducks, cats, and rabbits, and also hamsters are mammals that serves as pets. They give us joy, and we love them so much in return. The third economic importance of vertebrates is that vertebral animals provide a balance of nature. They breathe in oxygen and let out carbon dioxide that is used up by plants and other organisms. They also provide food for other animals and provide harmony of organisms in the environment. Another economic importance of vertebrates is that some vertebral animals are used in scientific studies, such as frogs and toads. The orangutan are vitally important in medical and other scientific research because they can serve as model in human medicine and research. Okay, this time I want you to read this tagline. Read the tagline below and answer the question that follows in your separate sheet of paper. The tagline is, We are stewards of God's creation. The follow-up questions are, number 1, how will you apply this in your daily life? And number 2, make a list of ways on how you can take care and love animals. Okay, I guess it would be 30 seconds for you to answer. Okay, time starts now. Okay, so time's up, dear learners. Always remember, my dear learners, that we are stewards of God's creation. God gave us the responsibility to love and take good care of our environment and, of course, our dear animals. Okay, this time we have the next activity to classify the vertebrates based on their characteristics. Write the animal under their corresponding classification. We have animals such as ostrich, crocodile, salamander, tiger, penguin, shark, eel, parrot, monkey, salmon, duck, dolphin, toad, bat, snake, newt, and iguana. That is found in your self-learning modules. Okay, so you are going to identify them on each corresponding classification. Okay, so I guess this will be the answer. Okay, just check your answers on the answers presented. Okay. So again, what are vertebrates, dear learners? Vertebrates are animals that have backbone or spinal column. That is called vertebrate. These animals include, what are the 5 classifications? Okay, we have fish, birds, mammals, amphibians, and reptiles. Very good. Okay, let us briefly answer the following questions. Okay, use your activity sheet for your answer. I've given you last week some activity sheets and now you're going to answer. For the question number 1, reptiles and birds have different adaptations to live on land. What adaptation do you think is the most important for living on land? Okay, write your answers on the spaces or lines provided in your activity sheet. Number 2, what do you think will happen to people if all the animals will be endangered? And third one, what are the adaptations that contribute to the diversity of mammals and enables them to live in a variety of habitats? And for the last one, it will be challenging for you, dear learners. As a grade 6 learner, how will you show your love and concern for animals? Okay, so that includes our lesson for today. And this time, let us going to answer our assessment. Okay, again, use your separate sheet of paper for you to answer the questions presented. Okay, are you ready now? Okay, I guess so. Okay, let's start. Number 1. Which of the following destroys the balance of ecosystem? A. Planting more trees. B. Recycling materials. C. Disruption of nutrient cycle. Or D. Conservation of natural resources. What will be our answer? Very good. It's letter C. Disruption of nutrient cycle. Next, number 2. Many people visit zoos or travel to all corners of the world to see animals. This only proves that blank. A. Mammals are important for ecotourism industry. B. Some animals are kept as pets. C. Mammals provide balance of nature. Or D. Mammals are prime sources of food. Okay, the correct answer is yes, mammals are important for ecotourism industry. Let's proceed to number 3. How does the scales of fish arrange? A. It is arranged by shape. B. It is arranged through sheets. C. It is arranged freely. Or D. It is arranged vertically. And the correct answer is letter D. It is arranged vertically. Next, let's proceed to question number 4. What group of animals have smooth, moist, and scaled skin? A. Amphibians. B. Birds. C. Fish. Or D. Reptiles. The correct answer is letter A. Amphibians. And number 5. These are only animals with feathers. A. Amphibians. B. Birds. C. Fish. Or D. Reptiles. Okay, let's check the answer. It's letter B. Birds. Okay, for letter B, you're going to write true if the statement is correct and false if not. Number 1. Fish control the spread of diseases by eating the larval form of mosquitoes. Thus, they prevent the spread of malaria and other diseases. True or false? Okay, let's check. The answer is true. Next, let's go to the second question. The whale shark is the largest fish in the world. True or false? Let's check the answer. It's true. Okay, very good, children. I think you got it right, and you will get it perfect. Okay, number 3. Vertebrates has no economic importance. True or false? Okay, the answer is false. Number 4. Cruelty to animals is one issue to promote love and concern for them. Is it true or false? The answer, of course, is false. Okay, number 5. Reptiles such as snakes has no medicinal value and use in research studies. Is it a true or false? Okay, let's check your answer. It's false. They have medicinal value and use as research studies. Okay, so I guess you got perfect. 10 over 10, right? Okay, so for our additional test or your offline test, children, okay, you are going to make a collage about the classification of animals that we have learned today. And then classify each group and narrate a simple poem on how you will apply this in your daily life. Of course, you're going to send it to our group chat or private message your teacher advisor. I have here a prepared rubrics for your activity. Okay, so here's the rubric for the activity. You will be having a score of 20 if you have done the activity and have come up with correct answers. You have sent the video or have written narration about the process. 15 points if you have done the activity and have come up with correct answers but haven't sent the video or haven't written narration about the process. And 7 points if you have done the activity and have sent the video or have written narration about the process but haven't come up with correct answers. So these offline tests, the procedures and the activities are given to your parents last week. So, what can I say, children? Grade 6 learners, you're doing a good job. A very, very good job. So, thank you, and I'll be seeing you once again next week for our Science Fantastic lessons and activities. Again, I am Teacher Alpha May Tambagi Kangah, Master Teacher 1 of Agdao Integrated School, your science teacher. Bye, children!